Okay, so let's see. I think what we do here is was this the place where we found the trader who would give us the really good crafting materials to make the alcoholic beverages to make white honey? Or not quests, world map. We have a tradesperson here. Or am I thinking of a different island? Might potentially be thinking of Hindersfjall, because I know it was one of the latter islands that we went to. It might just be over here? I think so. I think it's somewhere in this direction. And then probably use possibly a fast travel spot if, in fact, there is a signpost near one of those caves. I'm not sure there is. Okay, yeah, this is up here, where we have one of those people, one of those barkeeps that will sell us the good stuff. Which, to clarify, just means the rarer of the alcoholic beverages, the ones that we can only find in a select few locations, and we need them to craft the white gull. Yeah, this is the guy that we bought basically all of them from.
Salt air gives a man a powerful thirst, don't it?
Okay, so
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
this is not the guy that we will sell all of our 1,425 weight units of stuff to, which may be our final number, although you could potentially make the case that if we do find anything in this cave that we're about to visit, then that could perhaps add to the list, add to the number, as to whether that should belong in the same group of stuffs or not. Perhaps you can make the case that it does, make the case that it doesn't. Okay.
Farewell.
But basically just buy out his 2 best alcoholic beverages. Let's take a second here to make some more white gulls, and then I'm thinking, once we do that, that we should, at that point, have all the white gulls necessary to craft all the other potions, and we're actually going to run out of Arenaria before we run out of any of those alcoholic beverages. So I was talking a little bit about how that is a pretty rare and pretty valuable herb, and now you see the reason why. We are going to have a lot of white gulls here, so there is at least that. And at this point, things that we have left to create require some white gulls, and they also require some of the crafting materials that you can only make using a white gull. So vermilion, and what does the other one need? Vitriol. Vermilion and vitriol. So let's make you, and you. And then we can make you. And you. And at this point, I don't know if any of the decoctions require any of those materials that you can only make using the white gull, but I think for the most part they're mutagens. Mostly mutagens are the limited component, like an archgriffin mutagen and whatnot. So, I mean, we'll hold on to our existing white gulls. And if we do find additional recipes that require more of them, then we'll have them primed and ready to go. Now, there is a blacksmith here, and theoretically, we could sell all of our stuffs to this person. However, I think we do try to make a point of selling to Hattori specifically. Because like I was saying a bit earlier, there is perhaps more reason now than ever before to try to min-max, if you will, the amount of returns, the amount of coinage that we will get back from all of our items, because we have so many we'll be getting. Okay, instead of opening up our map, we should actually... Oh, this is not a fast travel spot. I thought it was. Fast travel spot's actually further this way. Okay, in that case, let's take a quick look. Is there a spot? I mean, there's Trondheim. It's closer to this one than we currently are, but this is the closest spot to this entrance. So I think, because I don't recall as to which one it is, why don't we hop on Roach? That was an interesting way of hopping onto Roach. But let's mark this. And we'll see what it is. If it's what we're looking for, great. If it's not, then, well, we'll just ride on over to the next one. Because I think, you know, Faroe is not one of the larger islands, so this should be fairly doable.
You ain't from Nilfgaard, are yous?
Oh, we're not from Nilfgaard, are yous? We're not, I swear. And I don't really feel the need to be fighting the odd harpy. Hold on. Except we are maybe not going in the right direction. We are, in fact, going... Well, I'll tell you what. Maybe we'll go for this one first after all. I mean, probably still not the most efficient. Yeah, we should double back. We should double back.
Roach.
Otherwise, we're going to do a lot more doubling back. It'll only get farther. So it's actually this way. Okay. There are some enemigos over here. What are they, bandits? They are bandits. I suppose we'll fight you. That did not do as much damage as I thought it would do. Not nearly as much damage as I thought it would do. To tell you the truth. But, excuse you. Alright, fine. Let's take a different approach. Will that do the trick? I think so. Still seeing some stuffs over in that direction, but I think that's on the other side of the mountain, so shouldn't be much of a problem, and that's probably just a pack of wolves or something. Oh, hey, what's up, more bandits? Sorry, don't have the time. And I think we will actually need to do a little bit of swimming here, because in the past, I think we did probably either just approach this area from a different angle, or from, boat. We still have the combat music going. Kind of wondering if those guys are going to chase us all the way over here. Yeah, I think it is right over here, more or less. Will you come back, Roach, or are we close enough that you won't bother? Yeah, this is the entrance. So the question is this the cave that had the venomous Arrakis in it? Or is it the one with those moving statues? Because we're looking for the latter, not the former. And this is giving me Arrakis vibes. Because I remember we had a duck underwater. And only then did we get to the inner cave in which we fought the Arrakis. Yeah, this is definitely the Arrakis one. Okay. So, confirmed. Let's double back and we'll head to the other one, and that's where we will try to go and, well, do what I suppose is a puzzle. Because, yeah, they were statues. It was like a series of maybe 2 or 3 statues, which you could rotate. And then there were levers in the room as well. I don't recall so whether the levers were the things that did the rotating or if those were independent from the rotation. Ah, Roach, I suppose we probably still need to swim over to the other side before you're of much use to us anyway. And maybe the bandits will have their opportunity to get back at us. Or we'll just speed past them and pretend they don't exist. Perhaps. They'll just see the remains of their bandit friends further along the beach, and they'll go, yeah, you know what? Come to think of it, not sure we want to mess with this guy. Here, those Witcher dudes. They're no pushover. Now, Roach, granted, does not want to show up, which does make things rather difficult to zoom past them. Now we have her. So, we were trying to Axie from on top of Roach previously, and we couldn't target anyone other than Roach, seemingly. But can we do, like, a quick little... Nope, cannot Igni. Cannot Igni. Cannot give them a little blast of fire to liven things up. Okay, there are some wolves, which Roach does not particularly like, but shouldn't matter.
Move it.
So we'll head back in this direction, and this time, we will actually continue along this path. And let me just double check which side we should mark this. Looks like we're going around the right way here. Just step off the path a bit. Okay. Well, that's a lot of sheep. And in theory, of course, we've already been through on Pharaoh, so we shouldn't find much that's new to us. Shouldn't really find anything that's new to us. This is the village that was inhabited by some not-so-friendly people. They are, in theory, all gone now, but for the most part, we're just looking for a way to get up over this ledge. Ooh. Some not-so-friendlies.
Come on.
Of some variety. And Roach does not want to drop any lower than this. Fine. We'll do it on foot. Also, what are we fighting? Siren? Harpy. And possibly some sirens off in the distance. I do remember we had a bunch of harpies around here that we were fighting before going into this place. Can you, like, yeah. It's like, not do this? You just, like, stick around and stand still and let us take you out? That'd be preferable? I think we miss. We do not have Ard back. We now have Ard back, and I immediately wasted it. Hello. Oh, I had Ard. That's more like it. There we go. Oh, there's still more? I mean, there are definitely more around here. Just didn't see any that were actually trying to pick a fight with us. Geralt's definitely staring those guys down, though. I mean, I'd rather not fight humongous swarms of harpies. I know there's still loot for one of them up there, but don't really think that's going to make a big difference here. Got plenty of the harpy materials. Mostly just concerned about getting in here before additional harpies decide to pick a fight with us. Because this, I'm pretty sure, is going to be the cave that we're looking for. Pretty sure. And yes, for sure. These are the statues in question. They glow red. And here's some Intrigas, but I think they're above us. So let's save real quick. And can we interact with these directly, or is it only through the switches? It may only be through the switches. Those Intrigas sound so close. It's a little startling. So, I think it's some kind... I mean, puzzles may be a strong way to describe it, but I'm assuming we need to rotate them in such a way that it unlocks the quote-unquote puzzle and makes it so that we can go through the doors. But, of course, don't really know what that correct direction is. I was thinking we might find some kind of hint somewhere. But I deliberately, I think, had them such that they were both facing forward. But that did not work. And we could have tried opening the door, but I'm pretty sure that we checked previously. I would also think that we'd get some kind of sound that would, you know, like, indicate, hey, you got it. Might even want to pop a cat. Oh. There's also... yeah. Also the lever here. So there's actually, I think there's two statues in the middle. There's a statue at each of the doors. So what? There's are there 16 combinations, or is it, no, is it 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 4 factorial? I don't remember, it's been a while. Either way, there's a lot of options. Huh. That was yellow. Then I hit it once and it became red. Makes me wonder if maybe it was correct previously? Huh? I think we want this facing forward. That's the only time that it's not red, seemingly. For whatever that's worth. Because otherwise, just kind of doing this in a vacuum. No, there's 4. Yeah, there's 4 iterations for 4 of them. Oh dear. Yeah, no, there's a ton of combinations. So if we are to use that logic, we're trying to seek out when they turn yellow. Let's try doing that. I was thinking you put them both forward, but maybe have them both facing each other could also be a thing. Yeah, and have this one here. Okay, I think that's going to be the answer. I think that's going to be the answer. Then we'll probably need to swap the one by the other door, but possibly not. Garrett, could you please flip this switch? That should be the wrong direction. I think we'll need 2 more. This might do it. I don't know what's going to happen if and when we do pull it off. Okay. Those are now both yellow, and they have the glow. We can't do anything with said glow, but I think last one is... No, don't push the button, Geralt. Why are you locking onto this? He's insisting on looking over his shoulder at that. I don't know why. He actually won't walk in this direction. Actually will not walk in this direction. This appears to be open when it was not previously open. Oh, no. Okay, this is what we're looking for, though. But it is... Okay, yeah. They are all yellow, and now this door is, in fact, open. Let's save. Because whatever it is, we made it happen now, and Geralt is maybe not looking over his shoulder anymore. Which is convenient. So it's slowing us down. He's, like, resisting whenever it's trying to move. Okay, let us pop a cat. I think that's going to be beneficial. Do we... Oh, we still have it on. Okay, hold on. Is... here. Okay. This is breakable. So I don't know what to expect here. It does seem like there could be some big stuff. And we've, in theory, done all of the Witcher School gear, but this does give the vibe of what would be a place where you'd get some Witcher School gear. That could be a very nice sword, though. Otherwise, some hidden quest comes to mind, because this seems pretty elaborate. Pretty elaborate for it to just be some little place that happens to have a chest or 2. Anything else here? I mean, there is the other side as well. Don't know if they're going to loop together. It does seem as though we are directly below some kind of village, so I don't know what that's going to... What? Lead to? This is the entrance for the other door. So was it just that chest? That does seem odd. There is this sort of dramatic looking, to a certain extent, staircase here, which made me think that this could potentially be an illusion, although it doesn't appear to be. So we're not getting the indicator. We broke through this and got this stuff. Maybe it is just that. Just want to take a second to be a little more thorough here, so we'll just walk it back a bit, because I think chances are basically 0 that we'll be back here again. So, if ever there were a time to make sure we got everything, this would be it, but I think that's it. And it was a good sword. Relic rarity sword, yes. But I was hoping that we might have found something a little bit more elaborate than that. You know, something that actually initiated a quest, kind of like what we saw on the small island that we were at a little while ago, where you get a random quest that maybe is not a huge one, but maybe it's just a treasure hunt that sends you somewhere else, gives you more information, or maybe it's just a relatively short quest of some other variety. We are probably going to need to fight some sirens and or harpies when we get out of here. Yeah, like I said, I would have suspected Witcher School gear if we hadn't already gotten it. Gotten all this stuff in here. Okay, our art is back. Please don't do that. Please don't. Are you? You are dead. You are not, of course. But you will be. There is still one floating overhead. Or at least, it was. I believe that is it. At least, for now. But if we stick around, I'm sure there will be more. Okay. Oh, look at that. I was about to say we probably want to use white honey to deactivate our cat potion, but deactivates. Perfect timing. And there's the other one that we fought previously. The loot from it, and the Harpy is chilling right next to Roach, which is not cool. Leave Roach alone. Also, we'll just casually backpedal up this cliff. Because why not? How badly do you really want to fight us? That's my question to you. Pretty badly, apparently. Pretty badly. You got some loots. You didn't even drop loot. How dare you? Alright. Roach, will you actually come any closer than this? Seemingly not. You're kind of on a cliff. So, you know, I'd rather not have to go down to get you. Sure thing, Roach. Can we, take it back. Take it back. Okay, let's just create some distance between us and Roach, and then, we'll actually be able to call her. Unless, like, we might just barely be able to sneak up here, maybe? There we go.
Let's go.
Let's go, indeed. But sometimes you gotta go down to go up.
Faster.
Sort of. Here we are. Okay. So I think that means we are now done with everything on Pharaoh, done with everything on Hindersfjall, done with everything on Skellig. Have these couple things on this little island here. Done with Speakerog. Done with everything on Unvik and islands on Unvik. That leaves us with just Ard Skellig, where we have these question marks, where we are expecting to come back on some future occasion and get these, so that's not a concern. But we are trying to catch Yen if we can. And I think she's at Kertrolda. So let's actually, not go over the ledge. Let's actually, mark the nearest fast travel, which probably is this. Head toward that and use that to get ourselves over to Ard Skellig. And hopefully we can still catch Yennefer. There are, I think, a bunch of Indrigas behind us there. But, it shouldn't matter much. What's the matter, Roach? You don't want to drop down there? What's the problem? Okay.
Not so fast, Roach.
Right here. Ish. This spot. Okay. So, we'll head on over. And I think the best place is either... Is it the harbor? I think it's the harbor. It's preferable. So I think we are looking to find her here, in this inn. Probably a little bit closer. Okay. Let us resummon Roach. Excuse you. I mean, I would say you're cursing like a sailor. Then again, I mean, you're probably a sailor. Okay. So, this could be, in many ways, our final round on Skellige. So say goodbye. Now, we will be here on a future occasion for other reasons that are Currently
Trees
unknown
and
to me.
bellicle in the water, and it coiled into the shape of
Okay,
a
let's see.
snake.
So we want to
Dirty
go...
wolf.
I thought it was, like, right next door, basically.
Or I'll slither out of every trap.
Not this, though. I think the other direction? Through this door, yeah. Even though that building is not really showing up on our map, I'm pretty certain this is what we're looking for. Question is Yen still here? We hope so, but I would have thought she'd be right there, and she is not. So that was my best guess as to where she would be. I mean, we're still hearing what I think is, for the most part, the end of her theme music. Like, maybe she's elsewhere here? I mean, we might just be getting that music because this is her place. But very much not seeing her right now. So we might have missed that opportunity. And there's, I suppose, a non-zero chance that she's actually in the... How do we leave that? I don't know. But there's a non-zero chance that she's actually in the like, castle-y area.
Tell
Is
me,
there
Bjorn,
something over here we can
what do you
navigate?
really want from life?
Hey, from life.
I think so.
I just want some.
It's actually not bad. Actually not bad at all. Okay. So, I mean, we can take, like, a brief look and see if she's just, like, chilling somewhere out here, but I kind of doubt that. You know, chill is perhaps not even in Yennefer's vocabulary. So, might just rule that one out. But we can try to see if she's in, like, the mess hall.
Something I've always wondered. What do you witchers
No, like,
do once there are no basilisks, lashings, or giants around?
where all the bear men came out.
They smear your ass with
That's where I'm thinking we might potentially find her. Basically, right around where you would find Croc.
Slow now. Whoa.
Because if she's not there,
Man needs worries like
excuse me? Yes, thank you. If she's not here, then I think that ship has sailed. Can we bring Roach in here? No? I'm also kind of curious what happens if we do this. Oh. They don't react at all. That's interesting, because we saw the people in the village not long ago were, well, they're like, fire! Fire! Everybody run!
There's a weapon.
Right.
I'd say we'd see cracks
So,
on the road, eh?
Now we see Lugos at the gates of Kurtrode.
will we find Yen here or not? And if she is here, where more specifically would she be?
Something I've always wondered.
That is something I've always wondered.
Do once there are no basilisks,
Best
lashings,
blade's
or
not worth
giants
shite if a
around.
weak arm's swinging it, eh?
Any sign of her here?
Can you toss an axe? Maybe
Or
we can. Be gone from here.
hanging out with Croc, maybe, even? If not, then I think we'll be on the move, but I
Ow!
don't remember if we've tried going through that door or
Did you
not.
sever his
Probably
head?
did.
Head of a giant on your mouth.
Probably have.
Are you here?
Oh, that's a decoration.
Oh. Huh. Oh, we went down here with Saris at one point. I remember. I remember
Wanna
that.
keep an eye on him.
Actually, are some things down here loot-wise, but I mean, awful lot of guards. Probably not a great idea. Trying to do something like that.
Adventure seeker.
Like maybe this one that's kind of behind them all, but even that would be probably not a great move. Yeah, oh, and this is where we had the dramatic conversation about who we thought was behind all the bear people basically ambushing and, well, massacring all those in the hall. So yeah, thing is, I think we'll go over to Croc, but if we don't see Yen there, and I think that's, honestly, that's pretty unlikely. Definitely was thinking that we'd, if anywhere, find her at her inn, or, you know, her little, I don't know if you want to say apartment, but, you know, the place where she was staying at the tavern.
Good one.
And since she's not there, that means, yeah, I think probably just gonna have to come to terms with not being able to chit-chat with her. And I don't know what she would have had to say to us, other than just that might have had a little bit more to reflect on after having done her mission, and sort of had a little bit of a heart-to-heart with
Friends
her.
we show heart, foes we show our axe.
This is where we will find Croc. Okay, that was glowing for a second, I think. Game just realized that, no, you have looted that already. So yeah, we have Croc, but no sign of Yen. So I think that means that we're out of stuff to do in Skellige, at least for now.
Whosoever
Because
vengeth
Yen has left.
never return.
Fucking hell, not bad.
And so I think, with that being said, we'll be on our way out, and probably heading back to, at this point, Novigrad. And it may be time to give Hattori 1,435 weight units worth of weapons and armor, or whatever we've come to at this point. Something along those lines. And, well, got quite the surprise for him, I suppose. Now, I don't think he'll actually be able to afford all of that. We probably will need to sell it in multiple increments. And as for what the best way to make that happen is, I don't recall so whether we can say do something like sell him a round of weapons and armor and then meditate for a certain amount of time, and then at that point he's sort of like, he's restocked and he has his money back and we can sell him a bunch of stuff again. That's my first thought. If not, then we very well could see ourselves crafting and upgrading a lot of our Witcher School gear. And so I think that could also be something that we could pay him a lot of money for, and that could give him more money to buy all of our various items. Okay, so let us, let's see, remind me, world map here. So we've done the Skellige Isles. I mean, might be back for the briefest of moments here and there for cleaning up some of those little things that we were passing up on. And like I said, I think there are future things that we will end up going there for that I'm not familiar with yet, in which case, don't let me know what they are. Don't spoil it. It'll be Novigrad for a little bit, and then once we've wrapped up there, on to Kaer Morhen. So, let's head back. And I think specifically, pretty sure, oh man, it's been so long since we were here, but we had a quest, actually a treasure hunt, that was somewhere around here. Might have technically been, I don't remember if it was technically Velen or technically Novigrad, but I think let's go Hattori first, because I want to get a good sense of exactly how much money do we get from selling all the things that we got from going out into the water in Skellige. Because, you know, we were perhaps asking ourselves that question of, is it worth it to go through the effort? Put the time into getting all that stuff? Or would we just be better off moving on and skipping it all together, or just do a little bit here and there and cut it a little bit short? And of course, much easier to make that assessment when we have a definitive number. We can point to that and say, okay, well, this is what it was worth. Okay.
Witcher. It even sounds proud.
So, let's just throw on the, not Free Spirit, but let's throw on the, I think it was technically Treasure Hunt. Was it? It is in this area. Do we have fair school stuff in Novigrad? I mean, it's level 30, which previously we might have been shying away from all these things that were high 20s, low 30s, but now that's actually not bad. We can certainly go for it now. That may be up in the northern-ish areas of Velen, Novigrad, and the more DLC territory, so I'm actually kind of curious where that is. That might be worth pursuing, but okay, now the one that I'm thinking of is not here under treasure hunts. In that case, I think it's actually this. From a land far, far away. Part of it was in Skellige, but then the second ship is actually, yeah, it's right here. So I think that'll be next, after we talk to Hattori. And it's been so long that I can't exactly say I have a perfect memory as to where exactly he is. Thought... Wait, is it in this direction? Hold on. Where is Hattori exactly? Is he here? Or is he in that direction? Because he's not far from Hierarch Square, I remember that much. But he's not in it by any means. Could even... Can we bring Roach here?
You think they're doing?
Of course.
We can. I don't know if we ever did this before. Maybe briefly at times, but this will certainly make it a little bit easier to navigate here. Alright, there's people in there, theoretically.
Slow now.
But not here.
What do I gotta do to get a lovely pala like
Not
yours?
there either. I think it's in a slightly different direction. Let's reacquaint ourselves with Novigrad for a minute here. I think it's on the opposite side, perhaps? Or maybe a little further up? It's like this was around where Chris's place was. Alright, well, I mean, if these guys are here, I suppose we can take a minute to take them out. Although, he looked awfully peaceful for a minute there. Hey, man. Yeah, don't worry. You get some too. You won't miss out. I get you all at once. That we can. Roach is very displeased. So part of me feels like we should even deliberately not loot this stuff in order to see as close as possible how much loot, or how much weight and how much coins we get, how many coins we get from selling things from Skellige. And obviously, now that we are in Novigrad, this is a different category. This is loot from a different source. Yeah, this is definitely not the right side. I think it's on the other end. Somewhere on this end here. Oh, we're not allowed to actually go full out gallop. Okay, that I suppose makes sense. That would be a little silly if you could just like go blazing through the streets and knock everyone over.
Come on, Roach.
Where are you, Hattori? Are you in the southern half of the city? Are you actually down here? So yeah, it's this. He's this one, right? He has the grindstone there. Okay, that's where he is. Now I remember. That's over there then.
Go, go.
Oh, now we can sprint. Okay. Maybe just right in the middle of town we weren't allowed to for a brief moment. He was letting us do it. Now we can't though. That's alright. Roach is still considerably faster than Geralt, so we'll take it.
Here's the eternal fire.
It's a material world.
And of course, this even reminds me of back when we were first going to Skellige. Of course, we did it from here, and we had to pay that dude, the captain, 1,000 coins. And at the time, we we're like, oh man, I don't know, it's a pretty sizable chunk.
Slow now.
And yet, of course, our ship crashed, and well, we got that 1,000 coins back immediately. All right, Hattori. Boy, have I got news for you.